have a middleweight clash, 84 kilos, between Pat Crawley from New Zealand and from China, Li the Leech Jinliang. You see here by the graphic, Vaughan, there's a huge difference in weight as they approach the ring, not necessarily on this.
Yeah, definitely. Crawley is stepping in the ring tonight at 90 kilos, where Li walks around at 82.
So just looking at the two fighters standing nose to nose there, it looks like Li's got quite a height advantage on Crawley. But as you say, significant weight on Crawley there.
Both men told me that they're looking for the KO win. At this weight, that's not tough to do.
3 5-minute rounds. Crawley in the grey shorts.
Crawley in the southpaw stance as well.
Li in those tight black tights. Please the ladies in the audience.
It's not pleasing me.
You've fought a bit with these guys too, haven't you, from the top team in China?
Yeah, I've trained with Li. He's a tough kid.
Li coming off a fight in Russia about 3 weeks ago. Is that hard to turn it around?
Not for guys like him. He's a warrior.
So we see that.
视频前的你，如果在男性持久力、勃起硬度等方面不满意，现在就加郭老师微信358163379，让郭老师帮助你持久坚挺，延时20到40分钟，补肾壮阳，延时助勃，增强夫妻性生活，28天彻底告别快男软男，做回自信的自己。记住微信358163379。
So, do you think Crawley knows anything about the art of sanda?
He told me that he doesn't even know what it is.
Well, he's soon going to find out if he throws some kicks, I'm sure.
Ooh. Oh. Swinging for the fences.
And that's Crawley's style. He loves it. Loosey-goosey. And Li just checking out the floorboards there on the mat. Hard as nails, this ring.
If it goes to the floor, I would give the advantage to Crawley. Li training with good Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu coaches at China Top Team in Beijing, but Crawley is the one with the experience.
But Crawley seems to resist going to ground in the fights that I've seen in the past. He's got a great takedown defense on him. Let's see if that gets tested later on. Really cagey the first couple of minutes of this fight, but you can feel in the air. Oh.
Now it's Crawley with the inside leg kick. Ooh, high kick and a miss.
I can tell you ringside, they're really smart.
And it's Li with the takedown, but Crawley gets top position quickly. Well done.
This
passing guard.
An interesting element now to the fight, but they're up again on their feet.
Crawley's looking for the guillotine choke. Oh, he's going to get pushed out of the ring.
Good work there from one of our ringside helpers, keeping Crawley from danger.
Pushing someone out of the ring is a foul. Li has gotten a warning from the referee. If it happens again, he'll get a yellow card.
Now, Li's nickname is the Leech. Are you a bit mystified by that?
I'm not really sure what that's all about.
We're expecting he might be a bit of a grappler, but we haven't seen any evidence of that so far. Perhaps it's because he doesn't buy his mates any drinks at the bar. Oh, Crawley on the hunt there.
So far, I haven't seen any of the knees and elbows that Li said he's been working on.
Crawley really enjoying this nasty smile appearing on the lips. He's from Auckland. Now, it's a tough town, and as a policeman, I'm sure you get called upon to use your physicality every now and then.
He's told me that he has, in the line of duty, submitted a criminal with a rear naked choke. Put him to sleep, then put the cuffs on him.
Did he get a bonus for that? Nice attempt there from Crawley to go over the top. You can see there's a bit of frustration appearing here. Crawley wanting to push on.
Whatever jitters these fighters had at the beginning of the fight seems to be gone, and now they're really pushing the pace.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yes, Lee playing smart with. Remember what I said earlier about fighting. Oh, and a knee to the face.
Oh, that was a stout knee.
That rocked Lee.
Square in the nose. But look at that, tough as nails, as you say.
This fight can't go the distance with big haymakers like this.
Both fighters looking to mess each other up here as we get to the last 20 seconds of round one. Just seconds remaining. It was a mixture of caginess and real viciousness in this first round. Real ferocious stuff. Well, Crawley says on his profile he likes pizza, girls and fighting. He's had a share of fighting. Now it's time for some girls at Legend Fighting Championship 2. So we're at the start of the second round of this 84-kilo fight. Pat the Luchador Crawley from New Zealand against China's Li景亮, who's got quite a coach in the form of Brazil's Rui Menezes helping him out in Beijing.
Rui spent a lot of time training in Rio with Brazilian top team. I've also trained with Rui, and he's an amazing coach.
So what would he bring to a fighter like Lee? How does he improve him?
Well, he improves his ground game a lot. Lee's ground game is not his strength. Can't be changed overnight, but it's definitely going to improve under Rui's guidance.
Crawley covering the kicks there from Lee.
Oh,
nice square kick on.
I will have to give the kicking advantage to Lee, the punching advantage to Crawley.
Interesting stuff into the second round. Crawley has a real mongrel style. He's willing to go toe-to-toe with this aggressive approach from the Chinese fighter.
Oh. In the clinch and a big knee.
Some real heavy shots coming in from both fighters as Crawley takes him off balance. Real look of joy on both fighters' faces when they hit the target.
Lee is doing exactly the right thing when fighting a southpaw. He keeps firing that straight right hand.
Lee trying out those BJJ skills if he can get Crawley to ground. Again, Crawley really wanted to stay up on his feet.
There's a knee. But is it enough?
Oh, nice aggressive fighting there from Lee.
All those leg kicks Crawley's taking. Oh! Now they're on the ground.
Now we'll
Crawley
see.
On top.
Now we'll see if the weight matters with Crawley driving in on Lee, trying to get to side control here.
Full mount for Crawley.
Oh, this is danger zone here for Lee.
Pushing ahead, firing elbows. If he gets the right spot, he's going to cut open Lee's face. Could win by doctor stoppage.
Oh, elegant into this work.
What Lee needs to do is bridge his hips high, rocking his opponent to one side and rolling over into the top position. What he's doing right now with his feet in the air is not going to help him.
No, he's just going to get mashed by Crawley here. Some real advice coming in from the corner there of Crawley.
Oh.
And he's taking it too.
Now he's got the back. This is bad for Lee.
Trying to grab.
He's got it in.
Choke. Oh, but it's gone outside the ring, so Lee gets another bite of the apple in the grapple.
They'll start in the same position. He's not off the hook yet.
Crawley just a bit unfamiliar here with the process as he takes the back again. Referee sorting them out here, getting the hooks right. So well into the second round. A meaty middleweight clash here with Crawley.
Unbelievable. Boom, and back down they go.
So Crawley said it. He said if he didn't have any success standing up, he would take it to ground. He's good as his promise, as we see a guillotine.
This is twice now that Lee's really come close to pushing Crawley out of the ring. And a takedown again.
Are you surprised the referee hasn't called it?
Well, it's probably not intentional.
That free right arm of Crawley trying to cause some damage to Lee. Using his hips there. But not managing to shake off this Kiwi. Oh. He seems to really have a physical advantage over Lee now. Getting his way a bit there in the clinch.
You can see what I'm talking about when I tell you that the ground game is not really Lee's specialty. An amazing striker. Oh.
Taking some shots to the face there. Crawley looking to destroy him while he's got the chance.
Such a tough guy. He doesn't seem phased at all. But how long can he keep taking this beating?
Got to admire his bravery. Crawley, a real monster on the ground as we go into the last few seconds of round two. Fatigue setting in. Crawley just deciding to sit out to the end of this round. And Crawley really dominating Lee there in round two. So we get to round three of this middleweight contest. Crawley's dominant against Lee. What can Lee do here to redress the situation?
Well, the first round I thought was quite even. The second round I would have to give to Crawley. If Lee can win this third round, he still has a chance of taking the victory.
Lee has won several freestyle wrestling championships, but doesn't seem to be able to combat the Kiwis' dominance in the clinch.
Lee has done well in the first round with bashing his lead leg. If I was Lee, I would do more damage to that lead leg like he's doing now.
Yeah. Ooh, nice uppercut there from Crawley.
Low blow.
Oh, Crawley just taking a deep breath there as he gets hit in the nether regions. Wry smile on his face, but that hurt. But these Kiwis are made of pretty tough things. He spent 7 years in the army doing some boxing and wrestling, Crawley. Started training in MMA, and then about 3 months after that had his first fight. He loves it. Oh. Good left hand from Lee.
Big blows from both fighters. Oh, Lee making a comeback. Can he reverse the situation and take the lead? Boom, those punches are really rocking Crawley.
Crawley's got to move. He's got to move.
Watch out for the knee.
Real gutsy performance from Lee. Look at the determination on his face. Never say die.
Ooh.
Crawley now showing a bit of defense to those punches. And decides to go to ground.
Lee doing what he can to stuff the takedown. Now it's Lee on top.
Good work from Lee. What a gutsy display. Crawley does look a bit tired too.
Does, definitely does.
When you cut down to that sort of weight and then balloon up, does that have an effect?
Well, if you don't do it properly, cutting weight can kill you.
Well.
Oh, look at Lee with the armbar attempt, almost.
Yeah, just slipped out with a bit of sweat there, Crawley.
Crawley back on top. This is bad for Lee.
Crawley really needs to close. Halfway through this third and final round at Legend Fighting Championship 2. Pat Crawley from New Zealand, Li Jingliang.
Crawley getting past straight into full mount.
And this is where we saw the fireworks in the last round. Li having no answer there when Crawley got to the mount.
Yeah, Li can't stay in this position to win this fight. He's really got to turn it around and do some damage.
And Crawley literally looking to extinguish Li's hopes here. Good hip work there from Li, trying to shake him. You can see Hui Menez is in the corner there, urging him on. Oh, good shots there from Crawley. There was a ray of hope there for Li, but once it went to ground, Crawley back on top again.
Now it's Crawley that needs to keep pushing the pace so the ref will stand them back up again.
Yeah.
Oh, Li with the reversal.
Li Jingliang, Piao Liang from the Chinese fighter. A leg bar from Crawley.
Now it's Li. Li going for the leg lock now. He's got it, he's got it. Oh.
Crawley twisting out there like a crocodile. And gets back to his feet. Ground
What an
and
exciting
pound.
round.
Both fighters showing some real character here. Punters getting full value for money. Roundhouse punches there from Crawley.
This position here is called the mounted crucifix. It's really bad for Li because Crawley can end the fight with by raining down punches that are undefendable. He's out now though.
Crawley jamming his knee into the ribs of Li. And 30 seconds to go in this fight. Li needs something special. Oh, nice shot to the top of the head.
This has been a real slugfest. Look at both fighters showing tremendous heart. Li's got to make a move.
Yeah. 10-second warning coming up.
Oh, he's got his back. Can Li survive?
The last seconds of this fight, Crawley gets into his back and puts the choke on. Probably the icing on the cake for the Kiwi. We'll come back with the decision in a minute at Legend Fighting Championship 2.
All right, let's take a look at this slugfest dished out by Li, but is it enough to have the victory?
Some nice shots and probably the defense of Crawley lacking a bit there.
Boom, really hard punches landing, uppercuts, hooks. Crawley, let's have another look. Raining punches is Li, but Crawley survives. It's incredible.
So Li with a gutsy performance. But let's see if it was enough to win the fight against Pat Crawley. Let's cross to our ring announcer.
Judge Derek Ma scores the contest 30-28. 評判 Derek Ma 俾30-28分. Judge Doug Peterson scores the contest 29-27. 評判 Doug Peterson 俾29-27分. Judge Yong Kao Wei scores the contest 29-28. 評判 Yong Kao Wei 俾29-28分. 以一致勝出嘅係 for the winner by unanimous decision, Pat Crawley!
So the policeman from New Zealand, Pat Crawley, puts the cuffs on the Chinese fighter. Li Jingliang, unfortunately not enough for him to win. Pat Crawley, the victor. So coming up next, could this be the biggest stink of the perfumed harbour? Daniel the Grave Digger Digby looks to bury Zhang from China on Legend 2.